Wagz versus SpotOn smart collars. New technology is constantly taking the world by storm, and that includes new tech for making dog ownership easier, more convenient, and more fun. In this video, we'll be talking dog collars, smart dog collars specifically, and we'll be comparing two of the biggest brands around today, Wagz Freedom Collar and SpotOn Virtual Smart Fence. Our followers have been requesting this comparison for some time, but we want to give a small caveat to this comparison. The features, capabilities, and biggest difference of price makes this a truly apples to oranges comparison. We'll still try to put each collar into its best use context so you can decide if it's the one for you, but please keep these differences in mind. Have a review or dog product comparison that's got you scratching at the door? Let us know in the comments below, then subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss another video. Maybe your request will be the next one we make. Now, onto this smart collar rundown. What is a smart collar? Before we dive in, a quick overview on smart collars. These are specialized e-collars that can have a range of different features. Most include GPS and activity tracking for your pup, while higher-end ones can include invisible fences or training and behavior correction features. Where you live and what you plan to do with your pup largely determines what features you should be looking for. Let's look specifically at each of these collars, starting with the Wagz Freedom Collar. This e-collar should be on the radar of any budget-conscious dog owner, as it is one of the best smart collars at its price bracket. Combine this with features like GPS and activity tracking, customizable invisible fences, and a design to fit your dog's existing collar, and we've got ourselves a solid contender in a smart collar. The collar comes with a rechargeable battery that can be easily swapped out for a change on a long day. Since it fits on your dog's existing collar, you don't even have to worry about the fit. Another key feature that this smart collar has is that it is completely static correction free. Some dog owners are uncomfortable with the idea of using a collar that shocks their dog, and that's perfectly understandable. Wagz sidesteps the issue by only using haptic and auditory feedback as correction for your pup. This does mean that you'll have to work longer and harder to teach your dog what that tone and the feeling of the collar means, and you'll have to keep a closer eye on them in the yard, but it also means more quality time and bonding with your pup. That's always a plus in our book. And while the Wagz collar does offer invisible fences, it definitely feels like its health and activity features are the biggest focus. In comparison to the Wagz collar, we have the SpotOn Virtual Fence. Here we have the Mercedes of smart collars, at least when it comes to features and the price to match. But if you're looking for the be-all, end-all of smart collars, you can't go wrong with SpotOn. It features fully customizable invisible fences that can cover a massive area and can be saved for multiple new and usual spots for your dog. Multiple levels of static correction, including the option for only tones or haptic feedback, always connected and accurate GPS and activity tracking, along with an easy-to-use app and all-day rechargeable battery. Its features and options are through the roof. In fact, that's probably SpotOn's biggest flaw as well. It has a lot more features that you may need, and the collar is designed for containment within a large amount of acreage as well. You also need to purchase the correct size for your pup, and it's not designed for use with very small dogs. If you don't have a lot of area for your pup to roam, or you don't need such a robust feature set, then the SpotOn might be a bit of an overkill. Something else to note is that it does offer the option of tone and vibration feedback only. Static correction is present on this collar. For those who need it for their dog's behavior and are willing to put in the time and training to use it properly, it is an option you might be looking for. It's also important to note that while SpotOn's collar is feature-rich, its primary focus is definitely with its invisible fences and pet tracking. So, how to choose which collar? Regardless of your use, you won't really be going wrong with each collar for your pup. Both will require time and training to work correctly with your dog. If you have an abundance of time but not a high budget, then we'd recommend the Wagz Freedom Collar. It will take more time to train your dog with it, but many owners appreciate its features, price point, and its avoidance to static correction. If money is no object for your pup and you want a collar that will be able to do anything and everything under the sun, then SpotOn is just the way to go. Just make sure to check the sizing on their website and make sure your purchase is the right size. So, which smart collar will you be going for? And what will your primary use be? Invisible fences, activity tracking, or just swag to show off to the other pet parents at the dog park? Let us know in the comments below. We'll see you next time.